everybody, Bob George, you from Remax Concord, here with another Rolling Realtor Report for early April 2023. Roll the intro. So the month of March has certainly been an interesting month. The inventory has certainly lagged, but what is out there has been selling fast. Starting to see certain neighborhoods, some of the markets that I'm actually highly visible in, beginning to transition downward as the market begins to filter around and buyers begin to evaluate their options at various different price points. Overall, the market for single-family homes is still a very strong seller's market. The condo and townhouse market, still a seller's market, but not quite as strong. Within the price point that's getting lost inside the numbers are shifting in the market. The higher end price points in the condo and townhouse market are starting to overlap with the decrease in prices in the single family home market in Concord and Pleasant Hill. So millions. So those buyers are evaluating what their money will now buy, possibly Walnut Creek, possibly Pleasant Hill. And so while we're seeing continued strength in both pricing and market strength for the sellers in the single family home market, the condo and townhouse market is definitely showing strength and clear adjustment. Bottom end of the condo market is beginning to see weakness to the downside, where superior condo and townhouses competing have to shift down because the top end of the condo housing market is beginning to shift down. It's the accordion effect. Let's see, top end of the market goes down, bottom end of the market holds until it gets squeezed to the point where it has to adjust for the various price points. That's called the accordion effect, if I mumbled it through last time around. So we are seeing an accordion effect in condo and townhouses across the board. We are seeing it in some segments, especially the high end of not the super premium market above $2 million, but at the very top end of the 1 point something million dollar market, we are still seeing accordion, because as the lesser desired homes as the lesser desired super premium homes in Lafayette and Walnut Creek and Danville begin to slide, the bottom end of that single family home market at the very top end, over 1.2 million up to 1.8 million, is beginning to compress and having to shift. This is all getting lost in the numbers, and while the overall market is showing market strength, house by house, neighborhood by neighborhood, there is big differences. In the coming weeks, I'm going to do a analysis on how the interest rates have affected pricing. Interest rates have decreased affordability 15%, and that is translating to 15% correction in the median prices. Kind of amazing how that works. The same affordability equation is here now than it was before, with the exception of the interest rates, and the market is adjusting accordingly in fascinating ways, and it'll become more apparent over the next coming months as the Fed continues to pressure prices upward, or interest rates upward, and prices and the market corrects in terms of the value equation for each individual segment of the market, moving around the price points, moving around the areas, and transitioning from Concord to Walnut Creek to Pleasant Hill to Danville. Look forward to that in the coming weeks. Let's move on to our market reports. So this time we're going to go alphabetical order, starting up in Concord with the townhouses and condos. Condo and townhouse market seems to be in a stasis point. Buyers are not coming back to the numbers that they typically do, forcing price pressure upward. We're still kind of below where the market peaked last July, and the market seems to be holding in its current position after adjusting for the raise in interest rates. Overall, the bottom end of the market still has been trending up, but I am beginning to see, not listed in this report, price pressure in the downward direction. In the single family market, the demand is outstripping the supply. So the market is still a strong seller's market in Concord, and the pricing is beginning to recover a little bit of the value that it lost from last year in July. This trend is probably going to continue because single family homes are obviously more desirable than their condo and townhouse compadres in the price point, and once you get up to above $700,000-$800,000, you're buying in Concord or Martinez, or you're not buying. The prices in Pleasant Hill haven't yet fallen down to below the 800s. Pretty much everything in Pleasant Hill in the single family department is still right at 800. So as you approach the transitioning market, there is more softness at the high end of the Concord market than there is in the midpoint between 500,000 and 800,000. Still, that's where the sweet spot of the Concord market is, and the market is very strong in those price points, because if you want a single family home in the region, that's what your money buys at the moment. If you take a look at it on a micro market, house by house, block by block basis, you will see that your dollar is buying a little bit more money for the value. But since the market's been sort of in transition, the nicer houses that are smaller might have been discounted a little bit more in late 2022, probably outselling the houses that are, cosmetic fixers in the higher end price point. And so the market still is in transition, getting lost in the numbers in Concord. But at the moment, sellers in Concord are seeing market strength and at these current levels, and it'll probably go back the other way in the covering months as buyers continue to join the market and seek out those single family homes in this price point. Jumping to the very top of the price point, condos in condo townhouses in Danville. So we are seeing price pressure at the high end of the condo and townhouse market. It appears that buyers in this price point, which are about $1.2 million, are probably going to Santa Mona, Walnut Creek, and purchasing single family. We are seeing the transition, the price strength from the bottom end of the market into the mid-strength other markets as people reevaluate what their dollar buys. They're going toward other towns, surrounding towns, in similar price points, where 1.2 million will buy a single family home versus buying a condo and townhouse in Danville. Definitely seeing market weakness at the very high end of the Concord Danville condo and townhouse market. There is still market strength at the bottom end of the condo and townhouse market in Danville. Still a lot of buyers that are willing to pay up for a townhouse in a premium neighborhood than chase single families in other areas that might be have a different value equation. Danville single family home market is still extremely strong, and the center of the market, which is between 1.2 million and 1.8 million, are still selling very, very strong. The high end of the market is seeing extreme weakness. Those buyers have cooled off the market quite a bit, seeing a lot of softness, a lot of time on the market, with fewer buyers buying in those price points currently at the moment. I'm attributing these changes to softness in the stock market and job flight and job insecurity in the higher end, as tech layoffs are beginning to, as of this point, they've been announced, but they haven't yet been fully executed. So as those layouts moving forward come and go, I expect the high end of the market to follow that trend. So in the meantime, you expect multiple offers in the center end of the market, very strong in spite of interest rates, lots of buyers in the price point. Danville's still the most desirable area on the Highway 20 or Highway 680 corridor, and expect market strength going through into July. So Pleasant Hill condo and townhouse market is currently in stasis point. Again, this is more demonstrating the transition of buyer desires from the condo and townhouse market into the single family home market as price pressures continue downward with higher interest rates. As buyers come back in, we could see a little bit of price movement in the upward direction, but the analysts are saying that it's going to go the opposite direction in condo and townhouses in Pleasant Hill. This is mostly because of this high prices of condo and townhouses overlap now with single family homes in Concord. So the buyers that are willing to go to Concord or Martinez will be able to find value in those properties moving forward. Condo and townhouse market is clearly in transition, and Pleasant Hill is actually following the rule, where it's generally an exception to the rule. In Pleasant Hill single family homes, we are beginning to see things pick up. Obviously, the buyers are coming back into the market. It's following the annual trend. And as the price points begin to slip, high-end condo and townhouse buyers that are looking at single families will be able to pick up those values, holding the prices where they're at currently, at least through the prime buying season and into July. After July, it's going to be very hard to predict because the Fed is still trying to push interest rates upward, and the inventory and the holidays have shifted around, as I've stated in other videos. Going to be an interesting one to watch moving forward. So for now, Pleasant Hill market is very strong, looking to remain strong through the central buying season, and don't expect much to change moving forward. Walnut Creek townhomes are following the same trend that the other areas have been. We are seeing a lot of transitioning as the interest rates affect the put downward pressure on price point, allowing buyers to shop around for single family options in the same price point. Since the condo market in Walnut Creek starts in the high fives, goes all the way up into the low millions, doing a lot of overlap with the entry level of the Pleasant Hill market and through the center of the Concord market, as well as outlying areas such as Martinez and Clayton, and some overlap in Danville and San Ramon. So buyers that are willing to traverse up and down 680 will have options, and this is sort of trickling into the single family home market. Single family home market is beginning to slow up in Walnut Creek. It's still a seller's market, both in the townhouse and single family markets. But what is happening is that since Walnut Creek is the hub and prices are fluctuating, buyers who are willing to move throughout the county are evaluating their options. I don't think in the long term this is going to mean a correction for Walnut Creek or be affected the way Concord has been, mostly due to desired schools and higher price points and convenience. All I'm saying here is that the buyers, as they come into Walnut Creek, will begin to seek out options and compare what the dollar buys in the other areas before making a Walnut Creek decision once and for all. All this means is market times are going to stretch out. I don't expect long-term pricing to be affected. Northgate is still going to lag behind in inventory and still be highly desired, both there and the Woodlands. Carrot Square is seeing a lot of options. Their prices are definitely on the decline, but Carrot Square is also has some weaknesses that other areas of Walnut Creek don't. So the entry level is certainly falling below the $1 million mark in Walnut Creek and going all the way up to where it was normally. I don't think there's going to be the volume in these lower priced areas to affect the numbers, but at the very high end, I do expect to see some slowing, as we have seen in Danville, and the mid-market and the median price point is going to fall as we move in through the months, in spite of continued strength into the market for the next 2 or 3 months. So that's our market report. If you have any questions or would like specific information about your house or neighborhood, feel free to send me an email or text at the phone number below. Phone call, certainly love to hear from you and just have a chat. In the meantime, I hope you have a great month of April, and seems like our March showers will bring April flowers, and hope the weather has missed you. In the meantime, it's Bob Georgiou from Remax Accord. Look forward to talking to you in the near future, and in the meantime, have a great day. We will certainly see you out there in escrow.